Where is it? Because it's behind the bloody tree. Oh, okay, hold on here. It's not breaking up and it's going sideways. What the heck? It's not a plane, look. Just sitting there, going sideways, guys. I see that once in a while. What the hell is that? It's a plane just drifting. Do you see that? It's not moving. Let me move over here. Let's just look at it like that. Look what it's doing. I don't get.
Fact. The plane is not going fast enough to be a plane. It should be going across the sky. That tail end should be following the plane. So since it's not breaking up the tail, look at it, it's not moving, suspended animation, not even a contrail, not even breaking up, just scrolling across the sky. I'm not saying these are aliens. I'm saying it could be something coming into orbit. Maybe it's not a plane. They all look the same. We have a tendency of saying a lot of weird things when we're outside filming, and then we go in and we see different. So in general, obviously, when I saw that, I said a plane. I wasn't even going to film it. But do you see how it's suspended in animation? How it looks like it's going forward, but it's not, and there's no smoke getting longer, nor is the smoke breaking up at the end. The whole image is scrolling left. Very odd. And I could always see the plane, that's for sure. Usually I can get a shape, which again, it possibly could be. But if something was to enter orbit or a satellite to crash or something like that, what would it look like? Would we see it? Would we see this object? So again, I'm fascinated by the double tail, big wide tail, but that it's not elongating itself, and it just seems to be glitching as it's moving over across the sky. Now, I'm not going to hide it. This is possibly an optical illusion. This is what mostly happens with depth of field and distances, sometimes hard. With the light, it's always hard, to understand exactly what's going on. But look at the tail. Look at the very end of how dim that tail was, and it still didn't break up. And it's just like something coming into orbit, catching on fire, literally, actually. And I don't understand it. So that's why I started running across to the neighbor's yard to be able to catch it. Because honestly, be honest with me. Looking at this video, even if you do think it's a plane, do you not find the plane in the sky acting oddly as it's not going downwards? It should make a streak right across the sky. This object never descended. It just went towards the left. I thought it was pretty fascinating. To give more context to what I'm saying, and quite simply, what I am trying to say is, look at the comet Neowise when they filmed it going by in the sky, right? That's all it does, and that's what we're looking at. It could be a daytime comet. The plane is doing that exact thing, just shifting across in the sky like it's not advancing. So what would that mean? Well, simple. This object, Neowise, is far. And we're filming it, and that's why we don't see a lot of its movement. We just see it always advancing in the same place. Well, that's what we just noticed with the plane. The plane was advancing in sideways, scrolling across like Neowise, and was not going across the sky. And I bet you most of you did not realize that. But some of you probably noticed that there was some type of optical illusion and that there was something wrong with that plane. I really hope this was just a cool video for you all, right? Like, there's no clickbait. It's not like, it's the end of the world. There's a comet approaching Earth. But it could be possible, because that did not look like a plane. I tried to find some wings. Obviously, if you see two lines, and that's probably contrails or a chemtrail plane, but it did not advance across the sky. Do you understand what I mean? Thanks for taking the time to take a look at it. Probably only about 3 or 4 of you that probably understand a little bit about what I'm trying to say. Have you ever seen a sunspot cluster? This was the sun, filmed this morning, November 24th at 7:59 a.m., seen from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Take a look at the sunspots, guys. Carrington event that happened at the end of the 1800s was devastating. And let me tell you that it would be bigger. Let's just say all those spots lined up. Let's just say they all lined up and made like a sort of a patch. That would be 3-4 times the size of the Carrington event back in the 1800s. Carrington event, there was a radiation that hit Earth, and it took all the telegraph lines down. It electrocuted people. It made devices that were turned off have high amperage and turning themselves on. Very mysterious. Imagine an attack today from the sun, different types of radiation that can hit Earth and that could do what? Could affect our devices, the internet. You can only imagine. Hey, this is pretty bad, guys. Taking a look at the sun here, zooming in as much as we can, obviously, to be able to take a look at it. You can see that they're very aggressive. They're billowing. And don't forget, each of these, my friends, are bigger than Earth. So you're looking at big sunspots to give you an idea of exactly how big these sunspots are. Not many people like me posting the sun. I know a few of you love it when I do. Listen, it's an extra, it's a variation, and it's beautiful to see. I have a nice technique of showing it. Check it out. Check the storms at the bottom. And there's no activity, noteworthy activity right now on the sun, they say. I guarantee you one of these spots are going to create a coronal mass ejection today. Possibly this one here on the very edge of the sun, which the sun is turned over right now, and you're seeing it on the bottom, but in reality, it's on the west side of the sun. Hope you appreciated checking out the sunspots. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. A lot of names missing on this video, but Paul Sabo and Pat Crossard, thanks for gifting out the memberships to help this channel grow. Aliens on the moon. When are they gonna tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining really up there. They're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos. Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.